Gotta change this camera. Ugly camera. Oh yeah, so back up on the XFL. Sorry about that. I was trying to get my Instagram live going. Lost connection with the Millions platform. But yeah, it's Randy Boy. Appreciate you, Roy, for tuning in. Must answer this question again. I expect DC to win. Better team chemistry, I guess. They barely win all their games, but they are winners. And to be a winner in football, it means a lot. You know how to get it done in the end when all the pressure's on the line. And that's what I expect DC to do today. So we're here for a commercial, of course, with the championship game. It's not going to start exactly at 8. Gonna got to do all the pretty boy stuff and get everything going. But let me check on this Millions connection right quick. Oh, okay. Back to Instagram Live, man. I appreciate y'all joining. Having some technical difficulties with this Millions stuff, trying to set all this stuff up. Not the technical guy. Could use some support from you pretty ladies out there. If you ever want to help me, I'm always down for the help. Never can have too many pretty ladies by your side. Never can. I'm not the type to turn away good help over there. There goes some of my help over there. She's not the best technical person. So always looking for better help. Randolph Productions, gotta get stuff right, baby. But still waiting for this game to start. Looks like we're finally getting there. 8:15, about to see kickoff. They have a different kickoff here in the XFL. It's to save people. My NFL career actually ended on a kickoff because we run full speed down the field, and that's where a lot of injuries occur. So I do appreciate the XFL trying to protect their players, with making a less dangerous play, especially in the NFL where they kick out the back of the end zone. It's pretty much unnecessary, but they're slowly getting kickoffs and kickoffs return out the game. Have mixed emotions about that. Had a good player back in school who was an All-American, Evan Berry. He's a little brother to the guy I looked up to, Eric Berry. He was an All-American as well, but Evan Berry was an All-American in kickoff return. And you take out kickoff return, you limit chances for people to make NFL teams, XFL teams, and just makes it harder for some people to shine. But all in all, we're here for the safety. CC Smith on my live. What's up, bro? Appreciate you tuning in. The whole squad on the Discord. Yeah, we have a Discord as well. Randy Boy Discord. We do all the bets, all the sports bets. And we keep it going every week. So if you're ever interested in that, hit me up. I'll give you the Discord. But without further ado, we finally have the first kickoff of the game. Starting at the 35-yard line, like I said, trying to save their players. And it's time to get started with this XFL action, baby. Number 34, warming it up. He ain't going to kick it nowhere. He ain't got a strong leg like that. But we'll see. Did I bet today? I did not bet on this game. My brother and my friends put $10 on the running backs. Put small money because this is it's not something you want to bet big money on. Never know what's going to happen with these XFL games, but we're on the way. Good kickoff return, kind of. Got back to the 25. And, yeah, we're on the way with XFL football. XFL football is not my forte. Don't know what's really going on. Don't know who the players to watch really are because it is baseball season, baby. Baseball season and NBA season. That's where I make my money, and that's where I make my best. But appreciate you, Roy. Sorry if I can't get to all the comments here on Millions, trying to do on this platform. Sign up to the app. I can answer your comments on there, baby. But, oh, yeah, we got young Mary Alexander on my little live. Appreciate you joining in, Young Mary. Always a good supporter, good friend of mine. But back to the game, first drive. Look like we have a lackluster quarterback. I don't think this can't be DC. Yep, it's not DC's quarterback. He's going to have to make some more plays. He just made a good play like that, got out the pocket, but he needs to be a little bit more faster to make this a good game. But Roy says, do you follow XFL? No, never followed the XFL. NFL guy myself, or college football is where it's at. I think one of these XFL teams and or XFL leagues or the USFL, they have a good shot to make some spring ball happen, but nothing's ever going to be like the NFL. NFL is just too great, too much of a monopoly on football. And NFL is going to be around forever, God willing. Hope so. NFL's done a lot for me. And hope they keep going, but I can't hate on XFL. At least they're trying to give these new guys opportunities. There's a lot of football players out there. It's only 53 men on the roster in the NFL, so it's not bad to have a sub-tier league, like a minor league league, so college football doesn't take advantage of free labor by the young athletes like it did in my day. Boy. So this might help also the NHL or NIL for college. That's how they can get paid. So football is getting a lot better here in America. So a lot of ways to get paid. You can get paid just by watching it like me, or you can get paid by going to college nowadays. But anything for the overall sport to grow, I am with it. But as for this XFL championship, I don't know who has money on this, but it's getting they're getting down the field. I don't know what the over under is. I'll probably pop up here in a second, but they're at midfield. These boys are moving the ball, got a good little offensive plan going. So I believe this could be some interesting football for y'all football lovers out there. But who is the winning? Who got winning the NBA Finals? So let me tell you something about NBA Finals here on Instagram. I wouldn't put my money on it. Never would. Entertainment. NBA is entertainment. Never know what's going to happen. LeBron's old. Back in the day, you had a good idea, but never know. Won't go against LeBron, even though he's looking lackluster, but whoever wins this Western final probably going to win. I would put my money on Jokic, but never putting too much money against LeBron. All right, on this, Roy, they say, do you follow? Did I bet? And no. So, yeah, you don't bet every day. Let me tell you the secret to making money in this betting game. You don't bet every day. You don't bet emotionally. You got to have, and you bet in teams, too. You need to have some partners to tell you you're tripping because biases do happen. Fall in love with certain players, certain teams. You might not think straight when making bets, and that's how Vegas makes a lot of their money. They make their money off emotional bettors. Don't be an emotional bettor. Be a smart bettor and make some money. Do better. But, yep, just checking in for the first half of this XFL game. Really promoting my new talk show, Real Talk with Randy Boy. Will be hosted with Millions. Millions done a lot for me. They got me some shirts. So, lights going out. But yeah, they got me some shirts. Got me a new show. This show will be talking about anything beyond sports. So hey, all you non-sport likers out there, this is for you. We're gonna talk about keeping it real talk. Talk about all the good stuff that's going on in America. All the stuff you're not supposed to talk about. That's what we're gonna talk about. Religion, culture, finance, what's happening to the money, whatever my guests want to talk about. First guest next year or week is Jay Rand. And back to the game though, we have a big old touchdown from Arlington. It's not good for my DC boys out there. DC is supposed to win this game, but I did mention Arlington did take them to overtime last time. Came out with a good drive, good offensive coordinator. I like the plays they drew up. And they got the boy free for a 40-yard touchdown. I don't see his name. Camilla. I don't think Justin has him. Anyone have him? But back to the comments. Mention your merch, like your message on your merch. I support True Love. Where'd that come from? Ooh, I support True Love. So I support True Love is a shirt I do with millions, and it came from the heart, baby. I support True Love. There's a lot of fake love out there, and you know, the internet and the powers at that be or whatever, all the social media, they want to say love is love, and now just levels to love, baby. I had a lot of girls that loved me in the past. So not all love is the same. So I support the true love. Back in my day, I used to be a big baller around Atlanta, and Atlanta's a very popular town for football. So if you're good at football, you're gonna get all the girls. But I didn't know the extent of how much football did for my game. You know, I kind of thought I looked good, and I thought that was the reason I got a lot of girls. But once I stopped playing football, I found out real quick a lot of that love out there is not true. A lot of it's fake love. A lot of it's love just loves you when you're in the spotlight. But I support true love, baby. True love comes from the Lord, Yeshua HaMashiach, Jesus Christ, my God, my Savior. And that's where it came from. I support true love. God is love. Love ain't love, baby. Some fake love out there. Had a lot of fake girls love me. Never. Okay, I believed a couple, but didn't believe most of them. Because I ain't no simp sap like some of my boys back at home. But it's really for them. I have a couple, people in the NFL, a couple friends that made it outside the NFL and making a lot of money right now. They fell for that fake love, man. They fell for that simp love, and now they're giving half their paycheck to these girls. Sad to see. But yeah, that's where the I support true love comes from. I'm gonna really sell that shirt probably here in a couple months once we get to Pride Month. Pride becomes before the fall, baby. I know Black Pride, all that Pride stuff. It's not love. It's not love, baby. But yeah, I support true love. Need to get that shirt sold a little bit more with millions. Get that out there to the crowd. That's probably gonna be one of my first shows. I'll probably do a show about I support true love. Probably one of my topics. Real talk with Rennie Boy coming soon. Yeah, I got a lot of real stuff to say. A lot of stuff's been happening to me in my past, and we're going to touch on those topics once we get to my show, baby. But for now, we got to our first commercial break during the game. 7, I don't know if they scored the extra point, but we got the first touchdown on the board. For my overlovers out there, wouldn't bet too hard with XFL, but bet responsibly. Bet responsibly. Be smart. But I appreciate all the support, everyone watching this. You really supported my sports shows, all you out there who don't even like sports. I appreciate that. Helps me get to talk about more than just sports. Get to talk about it all. Get to talk about it all. That's what real is all about. It's nothing under the table. Put everything to light. Because the truth will set you free, baby. But yeah, now that we're at our first commercial break, I just want to introduce our sponsor for today's show, baby. It's a one-man party. It's Randy Boy. Got some paste, baby. Some paste. Got some chips, fajitas. Gonna try it out for the first time. See what they're talking about. Not really a salsa type of guy, but this is good. Picante, baby. Paste. Picante paste. You want some spicy snacks, get you some paste picante. That stuff is really good. No lie. Appreciate the sponsor of Paste. Hey, I don't always eat salsa, but when I do, I eat some Paste. But yeah, I should be talking to a millions camera. It's hard to hold this phone. But yeah, first time going live. Pretty cool. Appreciate y'all looking at it. Appreciate my people on Millions. Go to my Millions page. Trying to blow that up. Some good social media and get some support. But back to the game. We got DC on their first offensive drive. I got a lot of people to put money on their running back. I think his name Abrams to get 56 yards. Their defense keeps giving up points. It's not looking like they're going to be running the ball over here, but we'll see. My brother has the quarterback getting about 220 passing yards, going to his two favorite targets. And that's just some gambling stuff. I'm not a betting man, so I don't put any money on this. My money's with baseball. A little bit on NBA right now, but it's a little scary the way the game's been going. But definitely haven't gotten to the XFL. I can't tell you if this is a good thing to bet on because I don't know much about it. But sometimes when something's new, novice, and there's not a lot of analytics on it, that's probably the best time to bet in some cases. But I'm a man of analytics. I need to see the numbers first. I need to see the proof in the put in before I put my money on it. It's how you make money in this game. But yeah, back to DC. Ooh, they got a 3-and-out on their first drive. Boo, boo, boo. Sorry for my Discord out there. Discord, we have a betting Discord. It's on Facebook. Just hit me up in the DMs if you want to be a part of it. But yeah, we put $10 on DC's offense to make some plays. It's a long game, but we'll see how it goes. Not a good start with the first punt, but yeah. Like I said, my name is Randy Boy, aka Brian Randolph. Don't go by Brian Randolph anymore, because long story. We'll get into that later, maybe today, as I introduce my show. But one of my show topics for next week will be misinformation. And back when I was playing football, there's a lot of misinformation about me, especially when I got to college. When money gets involved, a lot of corruption gets involved, and some things are out of control. But misinformation did play a part in my career because, talk about it some other time. But my coach was tripping because there's a lot of money to get involved to get his players drafted instead of the players that are already there. And misinformation was spread to act like I was a slow, weak individual when God blessed me with some incredible talent. But God's will be done. Glad I'm not playing football anymore because I was killing myself. Have one more surgery coming up next week. And I think my football career will be done. I'll be all healed up, back in one piece. And with this Real Talk, Randy Boy, we'll start exploring fitness, health, and wealth. I'm trying to get swole again. I want to get these arms big. And I want to get back in shape. I want to be able to sleep at night. Had some shoulder problems. Had my elbow done. A lot of stuff, but let's get back to this XFL action. We're on the second drive with Arlington. And looks like they're already about to pick up the first down. Got a little running. Never mind. Running back ran straight to this guy, but I didn't want to see the pace stuff. Let's get this stuff in the camera for my millions viewers. But yeah, it's hard. Don't have anyone setting up the cameras for me. But pace, baby. Pace is not that bad. Not really a salsa guy myself, but pace, baby. Pace is the way to go. The original picante sauce, I believe picante means spicy or hot in Spanish. I got pretty good grades in Spanish, but can't remember most of what I learned. But picante means hot or it means good. Either way, both of these are good and hot. So they're showing some bowling right now on it's ABC XFL game. Go to YouTube, type in Randy Boy bowling. I got exclusive bowling technique. Doesn't fail. It's also very attractive. Every time I do my bowling technique, I always get all the ladies. So go to YouTube, type in Brian Randolph bowling or something like that. It should have my old bowling footage up. But, oh man, Greg Williams for the Defenders. No wonder DC is pretty good. 10-1. Williams was my defensive coordinator in the NFL when I was with the Rams. Crazy personality right there. But one thing he will have is his defense flying around, as his defense just gave up a big play. But Greg Williams was one of them defensive coordinators that he didn't take any crap. Wouldn't wait to cuss you out. And one of the things that stood out about him to me is he did have a good defensive philosophy for the goal line. And that's why he doesn't give up too many touchdowns. They try to limit big plays, but once they get on that goal line, his philosophy was, if your feet are in the end zone at the end of the play, as a defender, you're going to hell. And that just means, hey, as soon as that ball snapped, the whole defense sprints forward. I don't care if you're running into another man. Better not be back in that end zone. It's a game of inches, baby. It gets kind of violent at times. But, yep, DC is supposed to win by 8.5. It's not looking too good right now. Over under 49. And we got Arlington driving the ball again. Yep. So this is the XFL championship, but really this is an intro to Randy Boy's new show, aka Brian Randolph. Real talk with Randy Boy. Gonna be talking about anything besides sports. It's gonna get very interesting. Everything real. It's not gonna be any lies on this show. It's gonna be all authentic, real conversations, stuff that means stuff to me, and we'll talk about things that mean stuff to my guests. We'll have guests next week. My brother will be my first guest. Talk about whatever he wants to talk about. I know our main spiel will be today's dating culture here in America. Today's dating culture is it's a little suspect, especially for us ballers over here, us men. A lot of the marriage laws do, benefit women, the egocentric way of marriage. It causes rifts in this dating world. A lot of women are looking for stuff besides love, looking for material things. I hadn't had it too much since I stopped playing football, but back in my football days, met a lot of women like that. A lot of women are subconsciously, that's what they're driven for exterior motives other than love, alternative motives. And that's going to be probably our big talking point next year or next week with Real Talk with Randy Boy. It will be dating culture. I'll talk about my experiences. My brother will talk about his. And we'll talk about the overall situation and of the dating world here in America. But back to the game. Finally getting Greg Williams' defense to stand up. My old beloved D coordinator. Looks like we're about to get off the field. One more stop. And DC should be rolling. Yep, it's going to take a quick break right quick. Appreciate all y'all joining here on my Instagram. Appreciate everybody on the Millions platform. Please go to Millions platform. Check the link in my bio. Sign up. Send me some comments. I'll be right back. 1 sec. Bye. Sorry about that. This Pace Picanta is sponsoring our show today. Got my breath a little hot. Mouth hot. It's good though. I had to get a little drink. Yeah, today's show is sponsored by Pace. Pace up here. Got 2 cameras going right now. Let me get this on the camera. Got some Tostitos. Got it all looking good right now. Pace is the place to go if you like that Mexican restaurant style salsa dip. This is pretty good. It's even better than the ones I have in the restaurant. Go get you some Pace. Go do it, baby. Do what you gotta do. Mexican food. It's not for you. I'll still try this because I only like Mexican food. Don't even like salsa. But this Pace is hitting it. Now I got some drink. It's a little picante, a little hot. And we're ready to get back to this XFL action as Arlington has made it into the red zone. Yeah, for y'all just joining, this is a watch party I'm doing with millions. Appreciate all my Instagram people out there watching. Getting paid to watch some football. Pretty neat, since I played back in the day of college where you didn't get paid to play it. So it's real cool. We used to get $15 per diem after every game, which we all go gamble it. So one of us would be rich. So we all play dice, and one of us or a couple of us will walk out of there with some money. But it's just nice to finally sit back, watch the games, and get paid more than I did in college for playing. And yeah, there was some times where you could get paid for off the field activities in college, but could never, legally get paid back in my day. And it was a shame. But NIL now for the boys out there, God is good. And hopefully them boys can get paid today for their likeness. But yep, now we're back to another commercial. It's a good opportunity to sell y'all some Randolph gear, baby. Look at this. This is Randolph Productions. This is one of the shirts I have. In the comments on Millions, we did mention we do have I support True Love. We got a bunch of different type of shirts here at Millions. Millions created a lot of stuff for me. Appreciate it if you show some support, get you a shirt. Support my new show coming up where we'll be having real talk about whatever we want to talk about. Have some shirts going out. And, just appreciate all the support, man. But yeah, this is the Randolph gear. I got some sweaters, got some jackets, got some hats as well. I'll show you that in a little bit. But yeah, go on my profile, Brian Randolph Millions, link in my bio on Instagram. Get you some gear. But back to the comments. Talking about the boys, what did you think of the NFL draft? So, NFL draft, never really know. I never put too much stock in it because myself, I was undrafted. And like I said, it was due to a lot of misinformation back in the day because I ran a sub 4.4, but somehow the NFL scouts heard I ran a 4.7. And, I had one of the most impressive combinations of strength and speed get granted by my Lord and Savior, Jesus. I give him all the credit. But yeah, I was probably the strongest safety ever in Tennessee history, benching 225 about 30 something times at the same time running a sub 4.4, and wasn't able to go to the combine because they had ulterior motives to sell different players. Long story, but yeah, I didn't get to participate in the NFL draft or anything like that. So since I felt I was one of the better players coming out of the draft and didn't even get drafted, I never put too much stock into the draft. Draft is a lot of politics that go on. The best player isn't always the first player to be drafted. It's a lot of things to go into it, so never really kept up with it. About to start doing it so now that I'm talking about sports more often. But ever since I didn't get drafted, to tell you the truth, never watched the NFL draft. It's always was a soft spot for me. Had to watch people from William and Mary get drafted before me. It's crazy. It's a crazy world I was living in. But it was for my good. Like I said, I was killing myself playing football because I didn't know how to stop. A lot of injuries. I believe the Lord took me out of that for a reason. But I will get back into the NFL draft. Not necessarily the draft, but definitely watching the NFL a lot more nowadays. Especially now the NFLPA has done so much for me. Great brotherhood. Love them. But as we're speaking about the NFLPA, we got another touchdown by Arlington. Some of these boys are going to get some NFL contracts. If they keep playing, maybe they get a look. But Greg Williams, my defensive coordinator, is not happy right now. And looks like he's pretty pissed. Came from the LA Rams. Now he's coaching in the XFL. Must be some decent money there. But so Will Levis. Will Levis was another one of my main talking points when I started talking about sports earlier this year. I've been keeping up with college football. I love Tennessee. And so I definitely knew about Will Levis because he played at Kentucky. And just watching him, he never popped out as anything, crazy special. But midway during the season, I was hearing that he was the number one ranked quarterback in the draft. And I was like, how is that possible? And like, he's going to have to show it to me. And so I started paying extra attention to him. He never really showed me why he was rated so high. And so I think that's what pretty much happened to him in the draft. I think a lot of people who knew football wasn't, terribly impressed by him. But yeah, I saw he didn't go in the first round. I saw he had a couple girlfriends. Hey, I don't know if it's real or if he did that for the cameras, but hey, respect, man. As a guy who has multiple girlfriends himself, I know it's hard to go on camera and say that because this world looks down on you for it. But hey, that's all I know about Will Levis. He dropped out of the first round. I think rightfully so. Had a couple girlfriends on there. I don't know if he was doing it for the camera or he really lived that lifestyle, but who knows? Who knows with this Will Levis guy? Ooh. So they took the touchdown back, and then they scored a touchdown again. Arlington up by 2 touchdowns. And let's see what they're going for. Greg Williams back on the screen, my old defensive coordinator. It's not looking good, bro. It's not looking good. But yeah, appreciate all the comments on Millions. Just watching the first half of this XFL football game, doing a little watch party, but really it's an intro to my new talk show. Real Talk with Randy. Boy, gonna have a lot of guests. If you're interested in being a guest, hit me up in the DMs. Hit me in the DMs. Yeah, especially pretty ladies out there. I have a lot of pretty ladies on the show. A lot of my old football players will be on the show. But next week or so, first show coming out, it's going to be my brother, Jay Rand. He'll be my first guest on that show. We'll talk about any and everything besides sports. We can even talk about sports if you want, but that's for my other show. This Real Talk will be for anything besides just current topics, whatever my guests want to talk about, really. But looks like Greg Williams' defense couldn't keep them from getting a 2-point conversion either. So now it is 14-0 Arlington. And if I didn't see their first meeting score that they went to overtime, I would be surprised looking at the records. But I saw they went to overtime before, and I figured this would be a tough game for DC to win. And they dug themselves a big hole. I think they can come back, though. They can. Yeah, we're approaching the end of the maybe if it if we can get some offense from DC, but if this turns into a route, we're gonna get out of here. Just want to come here and put on a show for millions. I appreciate millions for always helping me, everything you do for me. It's a great blessing and privilege to get paid to do or watch what I used to do for free. And appreciate millions for giving me this opportunity to throw these watch parties. Um, Even though it is baseball season and we got all the baseball bets, NBA bets, you check out my other show, Keeping It Real Randy Boy. Talk about all the bets every Saturday. That's where my main focus is on. But XFL, it's football. It can get my attention. Even though I'm not betting on it, don't know too much about it. It's a championship, baby. Champions at any level. It's impressive to me. Said earlier, I have a championship in 8th grade. That was my only championship. But it's probably the most special game of my whole career. Even all my college games, I believe that one ranks up top. It's not like being a championship. So even though it's not the NFL, I'm not going to take anything from these boys. This is a big accomplishment to be XFL championship. Like I said, this is football. It's not, they're not shooting hoops out there. They're running into each other. So it's grown men putting their body on the line. And got to show them respect. Respect, baby. Even though the talent's not there, this looks like well, I guess it's not an NFL talent, but this could be a pretty juggernaut college team. Yeah, it'd probably be like an Alabama. Even though I do think Alabama, well, the old Alabama. I don't know about these new Alabama teams. Transfer portal and, gives a lot of power to the players. It changed up the landscape of college football. So it does make it harder to bet on college football. But back in the day, Alabama could keep all the 5-star players, tell them all they're going to start, put them on the bench for 3 years, and they couldn't go anywhere because back in the day, if you left, you had to sit out a year. So Tennessee did it too. I seen them put some good players on the bench and make them wait. Dobbs, make them wait to a certain year to play, but can't do that anymore because now the players can go in the transfer portal. If a coach want to talk to you like a dog, they don't want to give you playing time. They want to play someone who's not as good as you. I mean, it didn't happen to me, but I've seen some people that had to be on the bench out of coaches' pets, out of favor of coaches' pets. And coaches can't do that and get away with it anymore because talent will leave. And so now you really have to be a great coach in college football. You can't just be a slave owner or a businessman. You got to actually be a coach. You got to be a caring guy. You got to be about troop welfare. You got to care about your players as well as caring about winning. Because if your players don't like you, they got a lot more power now. And yeah, those type of coaches will not succeed. So my words, you're going to see the more charismatic coaches winning. And as a player, I never thought coaching meant anything because back in the day when I was especially at running back, I was like, coach has nothing to do with this. Just give me the ball and no one's going to be able to tackle me. And that's just going to dictate who wins the game. But once you get to higher levels, when coaches don't, you got to actually know football. You got to actually know the ins and outs of football. And believe it or not, a lot of coaches don't know football. It's weird. Oh yeah, we got another guy here today for the party. But like I was saying, it's weird. A lot of coaches don't know football, and it's gonna be brought to light here soon. Who knows football and who is a good coach overall? Because NIL player portal gave these players a lot more power, and there's gonna be a lot more spreading of talent. But come on in here, sir. Got my brother here for the last section of the watch party. Look at him, he's wearing his Smets gear. I don't know what he's thinking wearing the Smets gear. Hey, go sit down. Go to bed. You're not in here. Go to bed.
Go to bed, Penny.
But anyways, got his Smets gear on. He hasn't been winning. I don't know why he decided to wear his Smets gear. Did y'all win today, sir?
They canceled the game on us just now.
Oh, that makes sense.
After making us wait for 5 hours. But hey, they'll be back tomorrow. I saw y'all had some difficulties today up in Toronto.
Oh, yeah. I saw it come. Good way to get it off our show.
We called it. Penny didn't we? Look at Penny. She's very satisfied with that outcome, just as I am.
Yeah.
But no, I thought the Braves had that one, though.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, this is my brother, Justin. He will be on my first show when we start. I believe it's next week. Real Talk with Randy Boyd. Also keeping it real with Randy Boyd. Starring Jay Rand. He's also with my other show on Saturdays. He's with Sports Guru right here. But yeah, you want to try some of our sponsor Pace right here. Yeah, go ahead and get your chips.
I need to see some. That's what I need to see, though. Here we go.
Okay, we get into the game. Let's get into this Pace thing. But is that Jackson?
Yeah, that's Jackson.
Oh, so Jackson did put some money on this. He only put about $10. Like I said, we wouldn't advise you bet on the XFL, but it's a championship game. Millions got us here watching it, and my brother, he must be a little bit more entertained. So, you want to tell the crowd who you pulling for?
Blair and Jackson, and then a quarterback. He's getting it to go. Like this, I'm not worried about this. This actually sets up well. The only thing I'm worried about with this bet is the rushing for the Washington, for the DC back. But DC should win this game pretty handily.
Yeah, if you're not watching the game, it just started the second quarter. Jackson thinks DC should win. Like I said, this game went to overtime. Yeah, this went to overtime the first time they met. And championships do make cowards out of some people. Some people get super scared when the lights are shining, and they just don't know how to perform. So, like I said, it's not a game I would bet on.
We got Diamo as over passing yards too. I like the DC comeback.
So I was telling him you got the DC quarterback. It does set up good for you, right? Mm-hmm. DC quarterback with the receivers, his two main targets, and then
the running back
for Arlington, right?
I got the running back for Arlington, but I also got the running back here too.
Yeah, that one's gonna hurt.
I was thinking that DC should be up.
I was thinking they would be up too.
Be up pretty comfortably, and then we'll run the ball out in the second half, but. Still got time. They're only down 14. Arlington's clearly playing like a keep away game.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're playing keep away, it means that you're just hoping to just run the clock out. It means you have nothing that threatens me. So if you get a touchdown here, what is 13 minutes left in the second? He's got to do, but I don't get any.
You don't get nothing for that, huh?
But he extends the drive.
Yeah. So now we got DC finally getting into scoring position, approaching the red zone, if they're not already broke it. First time in the red zone today. It's looking good for Justin to get his points back. Like I said, I was about to put some bets in on it, but I was trying to get all this equipment set up. So I was going to put $10 on it as well.
They should go to the ground game here.
But winning it by, I said that's bad behavior because we're not gamblers. We are investors over here. And so you need a touchdown or yards?
Yards.
It don't even matter then.
No, just need to continue to get yards. But mainly the game script for the yards was DC should be up in the second half.
Yep, they need a touchdown here.
But it's been more so just good keep away. The DC defense has been more worrisome. That's your side of the ball. But we need y'all to get the ball for us. There it is.
Yep.
Is that who's the head coach? Do you know the head coach?
Oh yeah, him.
That's Bob Stoops
from Oklahoma.
Yeah, he's the head coach.
Was he coaching there when we played him?
Yeah, I think so.
Bob Stoops. Yep. So they got NFL coaches coming down, and they got college coaches. I bet there's some good money in the coaching. Don't you think so?
Yeah.
They got the players ain't getting paid like that, are they?
Not yet. But it's coming though.
Yeah, I think one
It's
is
a good concept. You know, people want to watch football during. You know, like right now, all it is baseball, really.
Yeah, but they gotta eat up the USFL. One of them, they gotta join or something. You don't think so? Both of them can't survive.
I agree with you on that. I don't think two of them can survive.
And then the one that's going to survive is the one that's going to pair up with the NFL. So the NFL needs to endorse one of them, and I already saw they're endorsing USFL.
I think the USFL is the better product.
Yeah, I heard that they were endorsing that. I do have a couple boys playing the XFL, but most of them are in the USFL. Ooh, boys, awful. There's a flag might say.
Yeah, like he.
That's what I'm saying.
That was a free
championship game, man. Some people just aren't champions.
He must have known that was a free play because that was awful. You can't throw the ball up in the harm's way like that.
Yeah. Sure.
He caught the ball.
Oh, nah, man. Yeah. They might get routed.
They ain't gonna get routed, but the only one I'm worried about now is that running back on the winning team. We're supposed to be running the ball out to finish them.
Mm-hmm.
But DC getting down, it actually works in our favor from a betting perspective.
Yeah.
It means this man's gonna have to throw the ball. But this looks like a team that just like I blame this fully on the defense, as I should. For DC's perspective, y'all can't get them off the field. I mean, you can't. That's your fault.
Nah, it's an offensive game.
Yeah.
It's an offensive game.
But it's like, shoot, this is a mediocre offense. I need y'all to find a way to get them off the field.
Hey, they took it to y'all last time. The defense.
Yeah,
and it's a bad matchup. All right, so now we're at the first commercial break with our main man J Ram. Let's get him in on this sponsor right here. Go ahead and try some pace for us, bro. Yeah, it's pretty good. We got the pace right there. Got my boy J Ram about to try some. It tastes better than the restaurant stuff, in my opinion. It's very picante, too.
I love chips and salsa, too.
Have at it. This is brought to you by Pace, baby. Pace is the way to go. If you're going Mexican style salsa, you want to do the salsa, get some Pace. Pace. Put it in your face. Yeah. Appreciate the sponsor, Pace. Always love.
This is a hot.
Yeah, it's the picante. That's what I'm saying. You need something to drink. Picante. Remember that word in Spanish, Justin?
Yep. I like it, though.
Yeah.
Very hot.
Yeah. Justin. Oh, damn. Justin and I took Spanish together at Tennessee, baby. Go Vols. Tennessee. Spanish teachers loved us there. Showed us much love.
That was an interesting experience.
Yep, it really was.
I didn't know what I was talking about.
Ooh, gotta let it flow, man. Me llamo Brian. Peace. Me gusta.
No, DC needs to wake up in this game. This is borderline pathetic. I don't know what they've been doing.
I don't know why you demand better product from these boys, Justin.
Because
you put your money in them?
That's why.
Right. Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. It's my main man, J Ram. We're going to talk about whatever he wants to talk about. Real talk. We're just going to get a conversation flowing, but we were just at home. Grandma's in town for Mother's Day. She was asking us where the girls are at. So we got to talk about this dating culture. That's going to be one of our main topics for Real Talk. We love you girls out there. We're just trying to find a good, godly one. Also pretty. With a nice body as well. And, we're trying to find all that. But it's hard to find here in America, especially the baddest ones. Now, they're hiding. But we believe you're out there. So that's why we're going to talk about it. Not everybody's bad, but here in Atlanta, it's hard to find a good girl. Wouldn't you say, Justin?
Yeah, well, it's very easy if you want to spend some money.
No, that's not a good girl. You're paying. That's called prostitution. Boo! I ain't spending money. Hey, just man like me, before I get to know you girls, spend some money on you. I can't do it if I don't know you. So I'm not doing it before I know you. But these saps will spend. They'll go to the bank and break it over these girls. Saps will always win. That's why I don't compete. Don't simp. I support True Love, baby. But now we're still in the beginning of the second quarter. Arlington is beginning their drive. Ready to go down and put the nail in the coffin. I was kidding, but really put the pressure on DC if they score here. What you think, Jeff?
We ain't worried about it. The main thing, just need to get some Smith running yards on here, but DC should win this game easily. I don't know what. It's very hard as a defense if you can't get the opposing offense off the field and give us the ball, Mr. Randy. It's very hard to operate. You have a 5 and 6 offense handing you guys y'all's lunch.
Yeah.
I need y'all to get it together and get us the ball back. This is a defensive problem for DC.
See, this is like the coaches I used to play for. They used to put all the pressure on the defense, wondering why the defense doing this and that. But there's no points on the board, sir. You can't keep going 3 and out and expecting us to get it together. It's an offensive game.
We've gone 3 and out once. You can't expect us to put some points on the board when y'all can't get them off the field.
Man, just give me the ball on offense. I bet
it's been long drive after long drive for a subpar offense.
Coach.
They're flattening the ball out on us.
Yeah, that is true. And this offense ain't that good. Yeah,
sorry, need y'all to get it together.
Oh, here we go. You better make that turn.
See, you got to make tackles. Like the play call's been good from a defensive perspective. Offenses have pressure in the face all day.
You know that's my old defensive coordinator, Greg Williams.
Really?
Yeah, so I know all his plays right now.
So he's gonna bring the house more.
He's been pressure.
He's been bringing a lot of pressure.
But he needs to play more cover 4. He might have changed though. Might have been running Fisher's defense.
The only thing I will say about as aggressive as they're playing on defense, this offense doesn't scare me. So I think you guys can get away. If I'm a defensive perspective, like I think you can get away with just playing, base. And right here, you might want to bring a little extra pressure on 3rd and 4, but y'all been running yourselves out of plays from a defensive perspective. And then not making the plays when they're there to be made.
Yeah, can't go.
They're driving the field.
I'm sorry if I can't get to all the comments, but got multiple platforms running here. But I did get offers from where I get offers from? Alabama, Florida, Mississippi State, Georgia, Tennessee. I got some from Oregon. Pretty much a lot of the big places. But I always wanted to play in the SEC. That's where the real ones are. So I went to Tennessee. Couldn't stand Georgia, Alabama. I wanted to start right away. I know they like to not start people for a while. So I decided to go on up to Tennessee. Good old Rocket Top, baby. Down in the Tennessee hills. It turned out to be a very great decision. Love the fans at Tennessee. Doesn't get any better than Tennessee fans. They rock with you when you're losing, and they definitely rock with you when you're winning. But
Taking out the field.
Yeah, back to Arlington, taking 5 yards. Everything you got to send the house, Greg. I'm tired of it. All these base coverages on 1st down, you better send the house because they're taking the 5 yards you're giving them. But every single time you bring the house, you have to give them 5 yards somewhere. And it's really just an impressive job by this quarterback. You know what I mean? Not making a mistake. Taking what the defense gives them.
Yeah.
It's an offensive game. It's not hard to get yards. And
it isn't.
For the record, if you ever need a coach out there, we got some good coaches right here. Great mindsets. Preferably love the coach at Tennessee. Tennessee, y'all want to win, keep winning after our current great coach leaves us. Hit Randy Boy up.
At least Canella hit in the first catch. Get your yards. So we need Arlington to hit as much in the first half as possible. That's a bad sign. I think my boy Smith might be hurt.
Yeah, I was about to play him too.
Yeah, he might be hurt. He's not getting these carries.
Who's the running back for DC?
For DC, that one might be shot, but Smith is the one that's worrying me about this one.
I thought Smith was for DC.
No, Smith was for Arlington. He's not running the ball right now unless that's him.
Yeah,
it's 26. I need number 2. Number 2 looks like he's hurt because he called from the side. But see, for Smith, he should be getting all these yards to hit his 44. Right now, this should be him right now.
Yeah, Colin says, do you have any advice for Will Levis?
For Will Levis with the Titans?
Yeah, when did he get drafted?
He got 33rd, so first or the second.
Oh, that's not
second
too bad.
Second round.
Yeah, not too bad at all. For real? That was the second round?
Yeah, but Will Levis. Is it a Titans fan asking you this?
Yeah, I'm saying Will Levis ain't no good. Do you think he's good?
If you think Malik Willis is any good, who I think they're about to trade away, I think Will Levis is in this. Basically, what I'm trying to say is they wasted 2 back-to-back second-round picks.
Yeah. Yeah, I have advice.
Malik Willis is a complete throwaway pick for any Titans fans out there. He will never see the field. Just in the same way Matt Corral will never see the field as a third-round pick for the Panthers. Complete waste of picks. But, no, I have no confidence in Will Levis.
But my advice for him would be put your body on the line. Because I don't think, hey, God might give you a great or long career, but running quarterback.
Back out there, though.
Yeah, running quarterback is very valuable. He has a big body, so he needs to put it on the line when he needs some 3-yard. I know it's
I'm not even. He's asking me an opinion on Will Levis. Will Levis is the single worst pick of the draft. That's my honest opinion.
Yeah.
You've watched this man operate in the SEC for how long?
Yeah, he was
any person that has the confidence to invest a second-round pick in them. I mean, I don't get it with Will Levis. He passes the combine test, I guess.
No.
But he's an awful decision maker. Turns the ball over under pressure. Doesn't have like any skills that like rise above like athletic levels to like shoot. He can get away with some of his bad decision making. Will Levis will be the single worst quarterback picked in last year's draft.
Hey, you heard it first.
Does that answer the question?
Yeah, no, he was asking, you got any advice for him? So do you have any advice for like any
play whoever? If the Titans are starting Will Levis, play the opposing defense. Mm-hmm. But Will Levis doesn't have it.
Yeah, I would agree. Watching him throughout college, but hey, players have.
He just reeks of Carson Wentz 2.0 to me.
Hey, you seen Brady? Brady wasn't that great in college, and then
Will Levis ain't great.
Hey, you never know. You never know. If you get with the right system, he could be great. But my advice for any player getting drafted, an NFL player getting drafted, don't go competing with the Joneses. Like, you're gonna have a lot of people on your team blowing thousands of dollars each and every night. Maybe because they can, but even if you can, don't do it. You won't be playing forever. NFL, not for long. Save your money. Do what's right.
But just that question, though. Titans, they need to roll with Tannehill next year.
Yeah. You know, he's getting washed too, though.
He is, but it's like the Titans you made a bad, in my opinion, not a bad quarterback decision. You made a get-by quarterback decision with Tannehill. Mm-hmm. And instead of fixing the problem, you know, you've wasted a third-round pick on Willis. That's valuable draft capital. And then you're doing the same thing, probably even worse with Levis. Stop reading what everybody else is like. Watch the film on Levis, if that makes sense.
Oh, you don't want to get me started on Levis. Yeah, I'll let Justin go. Yeah, I already know. I came out the year that Goff and Wentz were drafted 1 and 2. And I was like, dang, those are the best quarterback. The best quarterback went to Mississippi State. That and beat Alabama in them. You can't. I just don't see how you can play against the greatest competition and then you go draft somebody from a Division II. What is North Dakota State?
That's Wentz. But Levis, though, he's from Kentucky. I'm just like, you've been consistently getting your ass handed to you against teams like Tennessee. And this ain't the Tennessee offense. This is Tennessee's defense making him look like he didn't know what the hell was going on.
At least Levis played in the SEC. I ain't saying
Levis will be the biggest bust. You heard that first.
I would agree.
I just don't understand why everybody loves how he's had his name out there long enough to get his name in the conversation as a first round pick. But his name just being out there in conversation for the last 2 years, that didn't even save him from falling out of the first round. That just lets you know how bad his tape was.
Mm-hmm.
These NFL scouts, they are so like to be right, if that makes sense. So if you get a first round grade from them coming out of high school, it's gonna stick. You basically have to be complete awful on tape.
It also has to do with agents, so
that's what I'm saying. He has the best agent in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Came out of high school with all the plug and hype and circumstance. His tape is that awful.
Yeah.
But some gullible fool, aka the Titans in this case, took him in the second round.
Mm-hmm.
Will Levis shouldn't even be drafted. Yeah. That's how bad he is.
Yeah. That's why
I hope that answers your question.
Yeah, I don't even watch the draft, man. I seen how it worked. I came up in it, and I used to be impressed by all these high draft picks, but then I just realized there's a lot of politics going on. So
Will Levis will be the second coming of Sam Darnold as well.
Man, I don't want to take away from it. There's a lot of real monsters being drafted, but not everyone, you see getting drafted, a.k.a. Will Levis.
What I mean by that, though, is just everybody builds him up. Oh, he must be good. He's got to be good. Yeah. But it's Will Levis put enough tape on Kentucky to show you he ain't it.
Yeah.
And I just don't understand why the Titans and some of these other organizations want to make this man a first-round pick.
So I understand. If you understand when you have a certain agent, that agent is gonna get paid, and so they're gonna draft certain agents, people first.
Some of this is about to come to an end though, because Will Levis, Sam Darnold, who else am I missing? Baker Mayfield.
So he was
Carson Wentz.
Actually, Baker Mayfield was good.
Jared Goff. They don't have any business being first overall picks.
Okay, I could see Baker Mayfield over the rest of them people, but he was a bust as well. But yeah, if you're not doing anything in college, I don't see how you think you're gonna do it in the league.
Quarterbacks, really all it is just every team that's in a bad spot needs a quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
So they bank off quarterback's the most overdrafted position in all of sports.
Yeah.
So, if I'm the Panthers, I'm going to make Bryce Young turn into Troy Aikman this year. Granted, I think that was a great pick for the Panthers. He's different.
Mm-hmm.
But even him, you're banking on somebody, undersized, hasn't proven it. And now our running back's getting a little bit of action going on after they're down 17-0. But DC's got to throw the ball in this.
Yeah, it's over for the running back.
But this is a complete surprise. You see the records and the spread.
So the record that's what I was saying. I would have got confused by the record too since I don't watch it. But they did go to overtime last time. So I always talk about matchups in football. I think that's more key than matchups in any other sport.
There we are. We need him to get as many yards as he can. Now this is just completely on the DC defense. They just got to be better. That's really all it is.
No.
I've had the ball twice in the first half.
They have 0 points, though.
Because I've had the ball twice.
Yeah.
That means you, as a defense, can't get these 5 and 6 people off the field.
Oh, the defense is
That's on you. That's on you.
You can't say it's on the defense.
This is completely on the defense.
No, when it's Tennessee and it's 40-50, okay, that's on the defense. But when it's 17-0, hey, defense job is to die slow and not give up touchdowns. We held them to 3 one time. Can y'all at least get 3? We can give up 7. They don't give up 17 points.
Arlington got the ball first, right?
I can't remember.
I promise you they got the ball. And if they didn't, then it's an even further indictment on what I'm telling you. Your job is to get an average offense off the field in due time. Mm-hmm. You haven't done that as a defense. Don't give me this. You held them to 3.
No one's saying
7.
We did a good job.
You guys have been awful.
Y'all have been awful. If it's 28-0, we've been awful. But y'all got nothing.
We haven't had the ball because y'all can't get them off the field.
Okay. Y'all had the ball twice, and y'all ain't got
twice, and I've gone 3 and out twice.
Yeah, so
if I get a touchdown here, All I'm saying is right now you are dealing with a mediocre offense and y'all can't figure it out.
This is just how coaches get, offensive-minded coaches that don't understand how hard it is to play defense and how easy it is to not get shut out in a half, even if you get the ball 3 times. That should be extremely difficult. That was going to be a late hit. He got it.
And they got 3 timeouts left too. So to further piggyback on this offense, if I get in the end zone here, you have the stones to give me a 3 and out to get the ball back. That's your job from a defensive perspective.
Y'all ain't going to be able to do that. And when we get the ball back, they ain't going to be able to score. Y'all taking too long right now.
They'll get him right here.
We have a DC fan, Justin, as his money is with DC. Never watched DC play, but the $10 turned him into a fan. And see, that's why betting can be fun. You don't got to put too much on it. Just put $1 here and there. Bet responsibly, and you can even do some gambles for people you don't know, like DC. Because you couldn't have known this quarterback was going to come out and lay an egg like this, throwing interceptions.
He hasn't laid an egg. He hadn't had the ball.
He threw an interception. He was throwing them bad plays.
He threw one, but shit, I need y'all to
That's the quarterback, Justin.
Give me the ball more. Handle this 5 and 6 offense, sir. 17 points is way too much.
They're in the championship for a reason. But yeah, probably our last commercial break of the show. Appreciate everybody joining in. This is a Randolph production, working with millions. Appreciate all the comments. Appreciate Pace with the picante, the extra hot sauce. Might have to get it sometime. But back to promoting our new show, Real Talk with Randy Boy and guest. It's my first guest right here, Jay Rand. We're going to have our show starting up pretty soon, talking about everything outside of sports. Just let me know if you want us to talk about a certain topic, or if you out there and you want to be a guest, hit me up in the DMs. Real Talk. We'll have the Randolph Productions coming real soon. But back to football. Will Levis. Yeah, there's a lot of Will Levises in my day getting drafted. And NFL draft is just not that, it's not that shiny or attractive to me. It's not something I like to watch. You never know why someone gets drafted. It's a little bit interesting, and I don't want to take away from the draftees because there's a lot of freaks and a lot of people that well deserve getting drafted, but you never know, if they do, because I'm not sitting there watching all their film. And I ain't going through the ins and outs and who their agents and all that stuff. So I like to just see how they pan out in the NFL. Never been an NFL draft guy myself. But this man right here loves the NFL draft.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, he loves it.
I love, the winning the draft. Like, show me the teams that win the draft. I'll show you the teams that win Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So the Panthers have been losing the draft for the last 5 years. Giving out picks for Will Levises that, we don't need to be giving it. Mm-hmm. And that's why Will Levis is Sam Darnold moving forward. So the Titans literally just set their franchise back again after they wasted their picks on Willis. They did the same thing with Levis. Levis won't sniff the field and be a successful NFL quarterback. I don't have any.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm just saying, I don't have any scouting expertise or nothing. I just know with the games I've watched, and I've never seen a man do less with the most overhyped quarterback in all of college football. Yeah. I don't have no vendetta against the man. I just know sorry assness when I see it.
Yeah, and I would say if you got a great receiver, but he had a great receiver at Kentucky. I forgot his name.
He didn't have a great receiver.
That dude was great. I'm saying I was the only. Whenever I watched Kentucky, the only NFL player that stood out was number 9.
Wandale Robinson?
Number 9.
Okay.
Smith, I think, yeah.
But no, the thing about Levis, though, I just don't like his attitude. Very, very arrogant and cocky if you listen to his interviews.
Oh, yeah.
And literally, the reason I, surmise this from his interviews is when they were taken, it was after he had an awful year. Mm-hmm. You would think this man is literally throwing to receivers that just, I made the perfect pass, he didn't catch the ball. or I made the right read, they didn't block it right.
Mm-hmm.
Will Levis ain't the NFL quarterback. Hell, he's not even a successful SEC quarterback.
I would agree.
So it just kind of like infuriates me a little bit to the degree that Will Levis has the audacity to sit up there in the green room thinking he should have been taking first 5.
Yeah.
And he gets pissed off and then leaves because it didn't go his way. That tells you everything you need to know about your quarterback, too.
But also, to his defense, I'm saying he's been getting that smoke blowing up him his whole career. And if I would think I'm a top 10 safety, so I could only see when the bar set so high, you can't be, grateful for what you do get. And that's what happened to me when I was in NFL. I was so pissed about not getting drafted. I wasn't grateful that
His situation
had
was a little different.
It was definitely different, but I'm saying I could see why he could get upset, even though he don't deserve to be drafted in the second round either.
Right. But I don't know. Will Levis, though, I mean, just the Titans have literally set their franchise back about a decade. First with Malik Willis, who they're already willing to trade after you invested third-round capital in.
Mm-hmm.
Then not only did you not get the reading on the wall that apparently 32 other NFL teams in the first round got, you traded up to grab this man and gave up further draft capital. I just stopped drafting the Will Levises, the Carson Wentzes, the Jared Goffs. Yeah. I'm just, you get where I'm getting at.
No, they're going to keep doing it.
They're going to keep doing it, and you're going to keep getting your franchises set back years.
Hey, but yeah, I'm about to sign off this Instagram Live. But let's answer these questions. Sorry, ain't been paying too much attention. But yeah, how are you feeling about Tennessee football, J. Rand?
Oh, Tennessee football will be fine this year. They're always going to take a step back for Georgia right now. I tell people this all the time. Georgia really, they should have been doing this for years. I mean, you got Atlanta in your backyard to recruit from. Think about it. Everybody that knows Tennessee football for real, when they were back in their heydays, they were robbing players from Atlanta and Florida to be successful.
That's what they are.
That's slowed down a bit.
Oh, yeah, they
slowed down because Florida and Georgia have competent programs now.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, Tennessee, they got the resources, they got the money, and they've got the name to be comparable to Georgia. I think Tennessee football should be what LSU football is to Alabama every year. Georgia has no excuse not to win the SEC East with everything they got going for them.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, shoot, I could have gone in there and turned that program around. Kirby Smart, the best thing he did was ask for the resources necessary to be successful at Georgia. Give me an indoor practice facility. Give me more recruiting money. All this other stuff. It's not X's and O's.
Yeah.
It's like Georgia's going to be Georgia. Tennessee should assume their rightful place as the main competition, and it's not Florida either because Florida, I think Tennessee can compete against Florida. Tennessee should be aimed to be the LSU to Alabama in the East.
Yeah.
Every year.
Yeah, I'm glad our athletic program's doing better now too. Much better decisions being made of who our coaches are across the board. I think basketball, baseball, all got some great coaches. And looks like our AD knows what he's doing. But
the main thing about Tennessee, don't even take it about football though. This is just this is how I justify the two states of the programs. Look at what's going on in basketball and baseball. And Georgia has those same two advantages when it comes to those two sports too. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Georgia in basketball has no reason not to be dominating the SEC. Just get two people from Atlanta to dominate.
Yeah.
And you got your 2 out of 5 every year.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing in baseball. Georgia has Atlanta in their backyard. If Tennessee can get Nashville up to that same part, it's never going to be the same, but it can be close. But Tennessee is outperforming with the resources given to them than Georgia is right now.
Yeah.
And in every sport. Women's basketball, men's basketball, swimming, all of that.
Yeah, I say.
It's all a resources game. Georgia's doing less with more right now.
Yeah,
But they finally locked down that football part of it. Kirby Smart should have that on lockdown. But I'm not going to sell the man short, but he really isn't. He's not turning water into wine over there at Georgia.
yeah,
Just saying.
Yeah, just a competent coach, and you'd be surprised. There's not like a lot of coaches out there that actually know what they're doing, especially with these new rules. We're going to see.
Tennessee has a competent coach now. You'll see what the difference is. They just haven't had the competent coaches in the past.
And you see a competent coach when he got. I think he got. Was it Theo Jackson drafted or something? He got some safety drafted. It wasn't a player of his own, and that's unheard of. So Tennessee is definitely coming up. But yeah, this was just our little promo intro to our show. This is my first guest, Real Talk Randy Boy, talk about everything besides sports on this show. So if you're not a sports lover, I appreciate if you tune in. More info coming soon. Appreciate all the comments and stuff. And yep, we are on Twitter, RandyBoy37. Shoot me a follow. Have Discord if you're into sports bets. Hit up my show on Saturday, 11:30, Keeping It Real, Randy Boy and J Ran. But signing out of Instagram. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Thanks for all the comments. Peace.
These Negroes 17-0.
Yeah. Still a million, so. And looks like we're. Oh, here goes Wolf. I used to play with Wolf.
It's the offensive nigga.
Hey, are you tripping?
But, air my though. I don't. It's all I care about.
Yeah, but yeah, this probably gonna end on this injury. It's taking
He's still alive. My bad.
Yeah.
hey,
it
is what it is.
Yeah, we're about to head on out. Appreciate y'all millions. Appreciate everything y'all do for us. But last little promo, get you some pace Mexican salsa. It's pretty good. Picante, if you like the hot stuff. I do like the hot stuff. Like the Mexican style salsa, but even better in my opinion. Might be on to something with this pace, but
DC gonna come back in the second.
Get you some Randolph production stuff, and appreciate y'all for watching the live. God bless and have a good one, man.
DC gonna come back in the second half, Brian.
Yeah, it probably would.
I hope that